Sí.
Está prendida.
¿No está prendido?
Me siento bien mal que no podemos verles los carros, a ver si puedo arreglarlo. No sirve. Pero bueno, es un día especial, bien especial. Que por lo menos van a poder verles las caras un poquito, pero son blurry.
La cara de felicidad.
Sí, a las palabras que tienen.
Algo maravilloso.
Mañana va a ser el día más maravilloso.
Y vamos a tener la cámara buena.
Hoy también, hoy por...
Okay. Alrighty. You're on film.
I hated that.
Oh, did you always
Hey
just
Jared.
I said in the car.
Jared, you're on film.
I just left the
Take your
battery.
hand away from your mouth, dude.
Well, the thing is, we gave it. Only people we give the number to is just like our investigator, and people like we'd never give it.
I'd like to introduce you, everyone. Get it, zoom in here. There we go. To Elder Springer.
J-Rock.
There's his name tag, Jared. Let me tell you a little bit of him, so give him a little introduction. Elder Springer, he played for Springerville, Utah. He football for 2 years. He majored in, I'm just kidding. Sorry for moving the camera so much. Okay. Him and I first met, I went on a split with him up to Marietta. And he can tell you about what he thought about me and stuff like that. It'd be better to hear from him. And then we met again when we moved into the same apartment. I was companions with this Chilean that came straight from the MTC. Well, straight from Chile to the MTC to me. And we lived in the apartment together. And when Elder Park and him were there, and Elder Adidia and I were there, that was the best time of the mission, I think. So I'm going to turn the time over now to Jared. Elder Springer, I mean.
Alright, first of all, I get here to Atlanta, and I hear about all these different missionaries, and I had no idea who any of them were.
Okay, all the truth, Jared. All the truth.
This is 100% truth.
Okay.
People I heard about a lot were missionaries that had gone home. I heard a lot about some guy named Harold. He was in the English program. He was a zone leader there with Elder Aguero and then Elder White. And I didn't really know who he was. I just heard about him. Met him once, but only for like 30 seconds. Then I got transferred out of Chambly, and he got transferred into Chambly. So he took my place. And I went to Marietta. And so now he's back in the Spanish program. He was my zone leader. And all I knew was what other missionaries said about him. And
Specifically other missionaries which were named.
I'm not selling.
Oh, okay.
Cause
go on.
some other missionaries said some of the things they said about him weren't nice. Or they weren't true.
Oh, we gotta hear him. I wanna hear him.
And so, no. And so, to me, I don't want to, like, have an opinion on somebody before I've never even met them, like Mason. Good thing, because then I would have hated him probably. No.
Well, you gotta say what were the type of things? The subjects.
I don't remember. I just remember they weren't, like, true. And so, then the day came. He'd been my zone leader for, like, 2 months. I had to go on a split with him. My companion's like, oh man, you have to go with Harold.
Here, close the door. You can come in, but close the door.
Be careful, you have to go with Harold. I was like, oh no. Alright. So we went. He came to Marietta with me, where he had served before for a long time. Met some good friends there. And first thing he wanted to do was go to like Office Max or something like that. Circuit City or something to like, I was thinking, well man, everybody says he's a strict like missionary that wants to keep all these rules and only thinks about missionary work, and here we are in Circuit City buying, I don't know. But they kept apologizing to me for the time we were wasting there. But it was his only chance he could go to Circuit City to do this. Anyways, we came back, we went around, we visited some people that he knew. Because, you know, it was during the day, we'd have a whole lot to do. Visit Luis Robles, and I watched them hug for like an hour. I thought, man, that's kind of weird. I don't hug people like that. But that's cool, though. And then, and so, my first companion, Elder Bob, we didn't really eat very much. And so, you know, when it was time to eat, we'd just go like, we'd just work anyways. And so Elder Harold's like, you hungry? I was like, no, let's just like go work or something. And I was like, he's like, okay. Then about an hour later, he's like, you hungry? I was like, why are you? He's like, yeah. So we went and we ate these Chinese food. It was pretty good. And then I remember we went and we knocked this door, and he made me do all the talking, which none of my companions had ever done. And he wouldn't talk. So I talked, and it actually, they understood me. It was horrible Spanish, but they understood me. And he, because of that, it was a big confidence booster for me. Because he made me talk, and he just, I don't know. We knocked some door, taught these people a first discussion. This girl had really, really hairy arms. And we were teaching her, and I said, we were talking, and then Mason starts talking. He says, back then he was Elder Harold. He says, but he talked in English. He says he wants to marry you. And she didn't understand. She looks at me. She says, what? She says, Monday? And then he says again, he says he wants to braid your arm hairs. And I said something like, he knows this church is true or something. I don't know. And so then we went down, had a good night, visited some people, went back. He called some people and stuff, and then we had comp prayer, and he gave me a hug. That was kind of weird, because Ba never hugged me. Neither did Dean or Halliday. And so Harold like hugged me after the prayer, and I was like, freak, I don't know what to think about this guy. And so then I still didn't really get to know him very well, after the split. He kept telling me how he was so excited. He hoped we got to serve together someday, and I was thinking, well, I guess that'd be cool, Kind of weird, but it'd be alright. Then we ended up living together. Like, living together, like in the mission. How he was saying, him and Heredia were together, and then Westover and I, and then Park and I were together. And so, the first month, I remember it's not like we didn't get along or we hated each other and stuff, but I remember one time, Elder
This guy's a
Harold...
homosexual too?
Who? And then... Okay,
Hi,
so
I'm not in this. This is just a dream.
Could you leave?
So I remember this, Elder Harold was our district leader, and he gave his district meeting, and Elder Bob was in our district too. Elder Harold wanted to have a district fast so we could have more charity. And Bob, he's commits all of us to do it, and he gets to Bob, Bob's like, no dude, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna starve myself. Everybody's like, what? He's like, you guys know there's problems within you two, within your companionships. No, I'm not fasting for charity until you guys fix it, alright? So then he took all of us out and talked to us. At different times.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh.
He took Harold out and talked to him or something, then he took Westover and I out and talked to him. So then we came back, we got into this discussion, or we sat down, and Harold's like, alright, let's talk. And poor Heredia slept through the whole thing. And Westover and I just told him, and so that first 3 weeks...
Yeah, but all of us are like, what's going on?
Yeah.
No, I never...
I mean, that first 3 weeks, we didn't really know what to think of each other. We were kind of, just trying to get to know each other and everything, and it was okay, nothing bad really happened and stuff. We taught a gay guy, but then after that, the next 3 months were probably the 3 best months of my mission. I loved it. I mean, I was in the worst area. Didn't have a car. We didn't have any members. Didn't teach anybody. But that was probably the funnest 3 months of my mission. For those next 3 months, where I lived with Elder Harold and Elder Heredia, Elder Westover and Elder Park, and we had a great time. And then after that, we became good friends, and I think he still likes me. I think he's a good guy. He had a good mission. Finished out strong. I'm now serving in Roswell, which is his last area, probably my last area too. And everywhere we go, they talk about 2 people.
It's gonna be a lost area?
Probably. They talk about Elder Harold, and they talk about Elder Kelly. And they talk about those 2 missionaries every single day. Every day. I'm actually sick of hearing about them. Both of them. Love them both, but, I can't stand them anymore. I can't stand hearing about them from these people. They worship them like gods. I have to remind them.
What?
I have to remind them about Jesus Christ sometimes, and about La Virgen Guadalupe, Those are the 2 important people. Not Harold. But, I'm glad I got the opportunity to know him and you're all lucky that he is your husband and child and father. And,
Even though he beats you, I'm sure.
I'm sure. I hope it doesn't. He's not too strong, so it probably doesn't hurt too bad when he beats you. But
Wait, I gotta say something on here too. Wait, keep that. Wait, who's this for?
this is for his posterity.
For your posterity. Okay, I
That's
gotta
Tom.
add a pin to me too because, man, I feel bad. One meeting we were at a district one time. We were at a what was that meeting we were at and we were setting goals? Other heroes had just the zone leader, and he said something and I totally snapped and I was being a jerk.
I remember that.
I'm sorry,
What did
man.
you say, dude?
I'm sorry, Harold. That's my bad.
You're like,
Man,
he was committing us how many FA?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry, dude. You gotta forgive me. Was I not?
You were gone,
You were
man.
way gone.
You
This
just
was like
left.
back in this is like your last month, huh?
Yeah.
And like we were setting goals and like we were talking about family history meetings and Harold goes, well, how many families doing good? Because we were doing good at the time and stuff. And he goes, well, what are you guys doing? I was just mad. Since I woke up that day, I was just mad and stuff. And I just said some stupid smart aleck remark. And then everyone just goes,
3, 4? Yeah, whatever. You know, we'll fire him out. However many you want, we'll do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And everyone, everyone just goes, ooh.
It was so fun.
But I gotta apologize, because I'm sorry, man. I wasn't trying to like be a smart aleck. I'm sorry. I was just being stupid.
4 Hail Marys and you'll be okay.
Or how many what we said.
Something to me.
So is it my turn? Or
Your turn.
my turn?
This is my pops and my bro. Adam and Tom.
And
Yeah.
my name is Gary Adambaugh.
G-Funk.
And
We call him Gay Adam Ba.
and let's see. I'll tell you a funny story, dude. One time this fool and I were walking, and these Mexicans were playing soccer, and it was kind of muddy. And he went to go kick the ball real hard. He ran from way far away, and then he ran to the ball to kick it. He missed it, and he fell in the mud. This is white shirt all muddy.
I remember hearing about that.
Nevertheless, it was a good learning experience.
And that's why your pops doesn't play soccer anymore.
So he doesn't do any athletic activity.
Isn't that right, Mason?
That's right. I hit the ball.
Do you guys realize if you'd be here 1 week later, we're having the Fiesta de las Naciones?
You realize I gotta get in the shower?
We gotta go find our companions.
I know we
right
know where they
now.
are, dude.
I have a Mexican companion. He has a Chileno.
Los Zúñigas acaban de salir y les vamos a seguir. Joder, quédate ahí, vamos a verlo, ok, ahí.
Es para que lo mires nomás.
Okay.
Pero mi esposo ya se fue, me dejó solo.
Gracias a ustedes por el buen trabajo.
Unas palabras.
Tengo muchas palabras para decir. Estoy muy feliz. Ahora sé que me puedo morir mañana mismo, no hay ningún problema. Y voy a estar siempre junto a mi esposo y mis hijos. Y eso me da mucho gozo y paz en mi corazón, porque sé que nunca voy a, mi familia va a ser eternamente feliz. Y allá nos vemos, ¿ves?
Javi, dale saludos al cámara.
Oh, a falta de 2 cámaras, ¿cuál es la mía? ¿Esa no?
Sí, hermana, tiene que presentar al niño a mi cámara.
Nice to meet you, yo soy gringo, como ustedes.
¿Qué tal si nos ponemos acá? Sí, vamos para allá. Te invito, ven. Hola. What's up, Mason? How you doing? Well, we're here in Atlanta now, and we're really excited to see you again and to see the Zúñiga family. And well, I know this tape you're gonna keep it for all your life. And the thing that I want to tell you is you're awesome guy. You're a geek too. One of the things I love you so much, El Hero, and I hope that when you always see this tape, you can feel my love about you, and le quiero mucho al Herro, de verdad. Siendo mi papá el día de la misión, muy buenos momentos, muy buenos recuerdos tengo de usted. I'm never going to forget your crazy attitude, but you were as a missionary, work hard and everything. And well, about your family, I want to tell your family that I love so much them, and I hope that your son, I don't know I don't know what else can I tell you. You're awesome, Elder Harold, and for your posterity, you need to have 7 kids. No 3 and 2, 7. You need to have a big family. Like the temple said, we need to fructificar, I don't say, fructificar and enchir la tierra, y that's the purpose that we are here. And I know that you are going to be married soon. But another thing, someday we're...
¿Cuán pronto será?
Yeah,
Que
I don't know,
sepas.
I think that 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, for 2 years. Even if you wait for your girlfriend, you'll be able to move with her, or you're gonna get a new one. I don't know. But I don't.
Hi, can you stop your video
yeah.
for a sec?
One of the things I want to talk a little bit now is some of the things that we share with Elder Harold, and the fun experiences that we had together. And one of the funniest experiences that we had with Elder Harold was when he made me speak English with a drunk like I didn't understand anything. He told me that he was in the jail. But Elder Harold, when I asked later Elder Harold what he told me that he killed some people. He killed people, and I was scared about that. And I started telling him about it's bad. You can't kill people. And he was drunk. I couldn't understand anything. I remember, Elder Harold, you always make me talk with people that I never understand. That's funny, really. But that's one of the things that I remember a lot about the fan experience. One of the most spiritual experience that we had with you, Elder Harold, was the first time when I got here. The second day, you remember that when we went to Todd Claudio for the second discussion, I committed him to be baptized. That was so spiritual. We feel the spirit so strong, and I know that you remember the same experience, Elder Harold. And well, we fulfilled the goal to baptize him, and he was strong in the church, but now he's in the jail. That's the problem. I don't know why, but he's mad. So, but another experience that we had in the mission, let me guess. Well, one of the most good experiences is that we are having now. That the Zúñiga's family got to see on the temple. That was our goal and was fulfilled, and I'm really excited for that, because we can see how important is our gospel, and how important is the families, the unity of the families when they see it together forever, and it's really amazing that, Elder Harold. And one of the things that I want to tell you, Elder Harold, when I have problems, when something I don't have desire to work because of the people, I really think about you, because I remember all the time when you give me strength, when I feel really bad, you give me strength to continue, working hard and do the best in the mission. And when I do this, I really see the fruit of después recibir muchas familias para enseñar. And that was one of the greatest experiences that I had in mission when I was a Liverpool. Follow your counsel, to work with members. I really we have miracles in Liverpool. We start with 15 members. Now we have 60 or 50 members. And actually this Sunday they're going to start the new branch in Spanish. And thank you so much for teaching me English too. Now look at that. I'm talking a lot, but I need to improve my English. I need to better my English. But we will see you again. I think in Utah, no?
Yeah.
In Vivo U.
Yeah.
And I want to play football.
Yeah.
I can play football now. I can throw the ball so good. Yeah, but well, my friend, I love you so much, really, and I hope you keep this tape forever and show your kids. And let me tell you something about you, for your kids. Your father is crazy. He's gonna have fun with you. When your father is mad, don't talk with him. If your father is have fun, play with him a lot. Okay, my friend, but I love you so much, okay? And I'm gonna miss you too. but you need to write me back. You need to say you need to go chill someday. Okay? You need to go chill someday, and you want to date with my sister? No. No. Okay. Okay, my friend. That's all. That's all. Okay.
Look at what you're watching right now, but let me just make sure it's on. Okay. Right now we're going down. I got it. Right now we're going down Holcomb Bridge Road. This is the area of Roswell. My biggest memory of this part right here is I remember I was driving back from picking up Elder Kelly from picking him up for the first day, and before I even went home, I turned right in here, and his luggage, everything. We didn't even go home yet. We went and like knocked doors for like 2-3 hours, and just so cool because he had no fear. Go talk and get people's numbers, tell him he's gonna call them. Really cool. Then the funny part. Then I go, okay, well this is good. We knocked here long enough. We probably should knock somewhere else so we can, balance things out and balance the work out. And so I go over here we get in the car and we're driving this way. And I say, okay, where should we go knock? And I pull into this apartment complex right on the corner here. It's called Tahoe Apartments, and we're actually where we live. And I drive all the way up to our apartment, and I'm like, okay, I guess we'll just start here and pull up, and we get out and we go to the first door, our door, and then we knock the door. And here's Tahoe Apartments, and no one answers, it's quiet, and I just start talking about to complain about how no one's home during the day, and I just kept complaining, and I go, man, I'm just so mad. Nobody's ever home. Forget it, dude. I'm opening the door, and I open our door, and I go inside. Anybody home that wants to learn about Jesus? He started freaking out. So funny. And then I walk in, and he's like, "What? What?" And he realizes it's our apartment, so he starts laughing. Anyway, so that's the story about our apartment. Haha, I hope you enjoyed it. And actually, now we are pulling up to our apartment. Here it is. This is my car that I drove around when I was here. And then we're going to our apartment right here. This is our apartment. This is where Elder Kelly and I served. Elder DeWitt also for a month. It's locked. How would they lock the door?
Hey! Who are you?
He locks the door even when
What's going on? Why are you locking the door?
he's Mexican.
He's Mexican. Okay, well here's our apartment. This is where I was at, actually. Hey, you guys kept the desk how I left them, okay? That's where I study. That's where Elder Kelly studied. This is the apartment. This is where we sleep up there. New Year's Eve night, I heard a bunch of...
What are you doing here?
Really?
Did you go to the temple?
Yelling? Let me go show you upstairs. Real quickly, just so I can see it once again. Oh man, I can barely see this thing. Oh, I don't know how you can see it, but I'm maybe on a flight. Alright, there we go. Okay, anyway. This is the upstairs bathroom. Anyway, I'm stopping because it's probably getting boring. Hola! 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 Esta es la hermana Quispe y el hermano Quispe. ¿Cuándo voy a regresar a Atlanta? En 6 meses más, ¿eh?
Me tienes que traer una torta de 5 pisos.
Sí, yo lo traigo.
Tienes que tener a mi mamá.
¿Y por qué, Madeleine, por qué voy a regresar en 6 meses?
Es una fiesta con cerveza. Van a ser hasta la madrugada.
Entonces tengo que preguntar a el que está encargado. ¿Por qué voy a regresar en 6 meses? ¿Por qué? ¿Pero qué va a pasar?
La reunión. Quiere darle una receta. ¿En serio se va a ir a empezar la música?
Sí, voy a bailar.
¿Qué va a bailar? ¿Salsa, merengue?
Hola. Quiero presentarles primero la hermana Monroe, hasta aquí, y Xiomara.
Castro. Están hablando con mis descendientes, así que tienen que hablar, o digo, mis, sí, mi familia.
Oh, hello. Mason is a great guy. We all love him.
Here's the money.
What else do you want me to say, Mason?
I don't know, just say hi.
Hi. He really wanted me to tell you guys that he was the best fish ever.
Whatever. Anyway, Monroy.
Monroy is now expecting her fourth baby.
Voy a ser el tío por la cuarta vez. Por la cuarta vez.
Sí, cuarta vez está embarazada. Que tus padres saben. I met your parents.
Yep.
Hey, I'm so good. Hi, I'm sorry. Oh, Miss Harold, I still owe you that recipe. I promise I'll give it to you. I'll send it to you.
Email.
I will email it to you. I haven't forgotten about you.
Look at the hero como danza. Okay, that's enough. Huh? Okay. But
Tiene que filmar para allá.
Sí, sí.
Para allá.